Gauteng's Liquor Forum says it's concerned about the impact of new regulations announced by the provincial legislature, and two prominent politicians will be addressing communities in the Western Cape. I'm Richard Brooks. Gauteng's Liquor Forum says it's concerned about the impact of new regulations announced by the provincial legislature, although it supports attempts to combat alcohol abuse and irresponsible trading. MEC Kedani Matlangu announced that shebeen permits, which are due to expire at the end of June, would not be renewed. This will result in thousands of small businesses closing down because of discriminatory town planning schemes. CEO of the South African Liquor Association, Saint Matlala, has called for more consultation on the issue.
Better consultation than the public hearings that we have had. They were not very effective. There is quite a lot of that is negative, and also there are some positives. The 500-meter radius, definitely that will have a negative impact on the businesses, say a church, a school, so you may not trade. And it looks like the MEC does not want any consultation around that issue. I mean, a person has been trading, for instance, maybe for 15 years. And then during that period, a school came up or a church came up, and then people must shut down.
Two prominent politicians will be addressing communities in the Western Cape today. DA leader Helen Zille will be in Laneville near Saldanha on the Cape West Coast, where she will be campaigning ahead of a by-election in Ward 12 later this month. Zille will be accompanied by the party's candidate Yapi Alexander in a drive to garner support for him. Meanwhile, SACP leader Blaine Nzimande will be addressing the Provincial Council of the South African Communist Party at a high school in Philippi on the Cape Flats. The North West Health Department says it's concerned about the rate at which TB patients default on their medication. Defaulting is a contributory factor to patients developing MDR and XDR TB, which means it becomes drug resistant. Despite the defaulting, the department says it's making good progress in its campaign against the disease. It says treating the drug-resistant strains are more expensive than treating normal TB. Last week, provincial health authorities reported 3 cases where XDR patients were cured at the Klerksdorp Chipong Hospital unit. A man's been killed and another seriously injured in a collision between 2 trucks on the N1 outside Kroonstad in the Free State. Netcare 911's Jeff Wicks says the accident occurred last night. He says that an articulated truck and a military vehicle that had been travelling in the same directions collided. One slammed into the back of the other. A passenger in one of the trucks died while the driver was stabilised at the scene and then rushed to a local hospital for further treatment.